Okay, hi everybody. As is fairly obvious, we're doing something a little bit different today. We are playing Paradox's grand space strategy game, Stellaris. I chose a randomized empire, and we're just going to try and play fairly standard. And the idea is I'm going to try and sort of explain a little bit how to play, how things work. So it turns out, I chose a randomized empire, so we are the Savelli Citizen Union. And we are a citizen stratocracy. This is an oligarchic form of government wherein the military has subsumed all aspects of civilian administration. Our ethics are militarist and fanatic materialist, which is a pretty good one because it makes your science better. Our civics are distinguished admiralty, which is also another pretty good one because it boosts your admiral level cap and increases your leader capacity. And citizen service, which is kind of whatever. We have a continental preference, which influences where we like to live. We are industrious, which means we're rich. We are conformists, which means we are all very fond of being militarist and materialist. But we don't like to migrate, and we need to have slaves. Except I don't think we can have slaves under this form of government, so I think we're going to have to build robots. Alright, so this game is kind of a lot. It might be beyond my ability to actually, adequately explain what all goes on here. Best I can sort of explain Stellaris in a sort of pithy one-sentence phrase. I would say it's sort of a cross between StarCraft and Civilization. It is a real-time game, but you can pause whenever you want, so not really. So, on the galaxy map, we have all of these star systems, and we need to explore them to figure out what's in them, and see if there's anything cool there. To that end, we have a science vessel. We can send our science vessel to survey a system. It will take some time, but the science vessel will eventually get over to that system and start surveying and tell us everything that's there. Meanwhile, at home, we also have a construction vessel. This big-looking thing here. We can use construction vessels to build mining and research stations. So let's spend the money to build a mining station on Giltar's Bulwark. This will give us 3 minerals every month. You have two primary currencies, which are energy and minerals. I would say that minerals are probably the more important of the two, because you need minerals to build basically anything. But energy is also important because you need to use it to spend it on upkeep. If you don't have enough to upkeep all of your shit, then stuff will start breaking down, and that's not good. We also have, of course, research. Research works a little bit differently from other games of a similar vein, where instead of a tech tree, we have more of like a... I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's like a card system. Every opportunity we have to research something gives us a random assortment of technologies we can research. And it's like some are prerequisite to others and some are weighted so that they won't show up until you've researched earlier technology. So it sort of functions like a tech tree, but it's a little bit different. You don't have as much control over what it is that you research, so you sort of have to be a little bit more adaptive. To begin with, let's research administrative AI. That will give us a plus 5% bonus to all subsequent research, which is pretty good. Here we will see research progress and how much time it will take to finish. Currently it's 56 months, which is a long time for something that shouldn't be, but it will get better as we find more sources of science points. There are 3 different categories of research that you can choose from. We have physics, society, and engineering. Physics and engineering are fairly self-explanatory. Engineering is like the hard physical science where you learn how to shoot things good and mine things good, and maybe build robots if you want to. And physics is more like stuff related to computers and lasers and waves and all that esoteric bullshit. Society is sort of like, it's sort of a catch-all for all sorts of stuff that's like not related to physics or engineering. Some of it is like for statecraft, where you learn how to govern better. Others is like biotechnology, like genetics and stuff. Still yet others is like military science. And I believe that there's also science related to terraforming and colonization of other planets, so it's very much sort of a wild card. I guess they only wanted 3 branches. There are also subcategories within each. For example, administrative AI is a computing science. And it just so happens that our scientist in charge of this is a computing expert, so he actually will research this faster. Our society researcher has Spark of Genius, which is just a flat plus 10% research speed in everything, which is great. While our engineering scientist has the adaptable trait, which means that he gains experience 25% faster. So this is our capital world of Savasia, and it is from this screen where most of our stuff is done. Each tile represents a place where we can build something, and a population can work the tile. So we've got the basic stuff. We've got mining networks and power plants to generate energy and minerals. We have hydroponics farms to generate food, which is important to not starve to death. We can build science labs to increase the amount of research that we get. And we can build autochthon monuments, which generate unity, which is a sort of tertiary currency that I'll explain a little bit later. Zelen asks, what kind of society did I make? And technically I didn't make it since I randomized everything, but this is a citizen stratocracy, a military oligarchy where all aspects of civilian government are subsumed by the military. We are fanatic materialists and just normal-ass militarists. This is our fleet, such as it is. We've got every empire starts with 3 corvettes. 3 corvettes will basically do nothing for you at any point in the game, but it's nice to have anyway. As you can see, there are a dizzying amount of bits and bobs and widgets that you can click on here that all govern certain aspects of the game. Let's talk a little bit about leaders for the time being. Leaders are essentially sort of like hero characters almost, if you've played Endless Space or its variants. Certain functions in the government have slots wherein you can put leaders to enhance their function. We've talked about our scientists, and they are all in charge of researching, and you need a scientist to research anything. Governors are passive leaders that just sort of sit in a planet and they passively enhance all of the good shit that happens there. We don't have any admirals yet because we have 3 ships and we don't know if there's even anything out there. But they will, in time, enhance the capabilities of any fleet they are attached to. And generals are bullshit and I don't use them. Due to our Admiralty Civic, we have 12 potential leaders instead of the usual 10. And we can, at any time, recruit more. Provided, of course, we have the energy, which I suppose sort of represents their salary. I'm actually going to go ahead and recruit Sherpa. And build another science vessel. So now we're basically broke, but that will speed up our exploration quite a bit. Alright, we've given everything that is relevant orders. So now we can unpause the game. Speed it up a little, because normal speed is slightly, not a lot. don't have a lot to do right at this moment, so let's go ahead and watch our construction ship do its thing.
Construction project concluded.
That means that our science vessel is ready, and we can assign our newly recruited scientists to it, and we can send it out into the great unknown. Over in our neighboring system, we can see our first science vessel just having a good time scanning things. Already we have found that one of the planets in the system offers 3 minerals if we build a mining station there. Back at home, not much has changed, but we can see that a new pop has started growing.
Construction project concluded.
Thank you, I'm talking here. A new population unit has started growing here. Organic civilizations, empires I suppose I should say, will automatically start growing new populations as long as there is enough food to do so and there is room. Machine empires are much more hands-on. You have to manually build all of your pops, which is sort of annoying, but it also gives you much more control, which is nice. So there's no reason to actually build anything more on this planet just yet, because this guy is still not anywhere near close to done. And just having a building with nobody working it is like, that's just a drain on energy. So over here we have the handy dandy new mining station. So we have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Joinum 1. They must have been active in this region of space approximately yada 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 yada. So this starts the universal precursor quest chain. Basically, in the local space around our capital, we can find various anomalies and special projects that will lead us to the uncovering of various artifacts related to the Voltum Star Assembly. These will give us like research points and experience for our scientists, and overall it's a good thing. So, yeah.
Situation log updated.
I don't like this announcer. I should have not randomized him.
System survey concluded.
Okay, so the Barana system has been fully surveyed, and it has 7 minerals in it, so we should probably go there at some point. With that done, it's time to move on. Oh, how do I do that? How do I pick a different announcer?
Did you know that my internal power core has an effective blast yield of over 5 megatons of TNT in the event of a catastrophic overload?
Well, we're just gonna roll with the classic polite robot man. I find that he is the least wordy. And since I am in charge here, I need to talk. So a lot of Stellaris is just kind of sitting around and waiting for bars to fill up, but there's generally enough to hold your attention in between that it's fine. These little symbols here...
Anomaly found.
Oh, never mind.
Construction complete.
Alright, so that was our first anomaly. Anomalies are basically sort of like, you know how in Civilization you can find goodie huts that give you good stuff if you go in them? Anomalies are sort of like that, but they're more involved. They tend to have little stories attached to them and a variety of different bonuses, or sometimes they fail and life is terrible, but... Now that would be a good mod for Stellaris, the Ancestor Announcer Pack.
Construction complete. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall into debt.
So anyway, as I was saying, the little planet symbol there with Africa and Asia on it symbolizes that there's a potentially habitable planet in that system that we could potentially expand to at some point in the future, which we will almost assuredly do, because that's what you do in these video games.
System survey complete.
You can keep an eye on how many years you've been going in game time up in the upper right, so we are currently at the very tail end of the first year. So we've just run into our first evidence of a spacefaring something or other. But I can't find any evidence of them, so, So that means that whenever you encounter a new alien species of any variety, you get a special project in your situation log, which can, if you so choose, you can research it, which takes the place of your current society research, and after which you will either decode the other civilization's language. And you get some influence, which is another currency. Or you get a special project if they're just sort of non-sapient space aliens that live in space and do space things. For now, we don't have very much society research to work with, so I'm going to keep on keeping on my current project. Going to build our first research station in our home system to get a little bit more science going. This is the result of our first anomaly investigation. An ancient survey marker. That means that one of the planets in the system has +4 minerals, which is always a good thing, unless it's like 5 million miles away from where you are, in which case it's sort of whatever. Checking in on our growing population, still nothing. It takes a while for populations to grow. At least in the beginning, when you don't have any, like, boosters. Occasionally, our leaders will level up when they do stuff. Scientists in the field researching and surveying tend to level up much faster than scientists just researching stuff at home. So it's entirely possible, and perhaps even recommended, if you have the resources, to sort of switch your scientists around at various times to make sure they're all fairly high level.
System survey complete.
So it's probably about time that we go ahead and expand. Expansion in this game is fairly simple.
System survey complete.
It used to be more complicated, actually. At least I found it not to make as much sense as it does now. In order to claim a system as your own, you need to send a construction ship there after it's been fully surveyed and build a starbase outpost. Alright, it seems like we found the homeworld of our mysterious alien friends and or enemies. We don't know who they are just yet because we haven't researched them, but all in good time. They are troublingly close by. I foresee that being a source of conflict. Alright, so this is one of our other initial quest change, the Habitable World Survey. We know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Savasia. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. So we can either say, a commendable initiative, and start the chain, or we have more important matters to focus on and just gain a little bit of influence now. It's honestly really stupid to do the second one, so let's just go ahead and do it. We will find plenty of potentially habitable worlds just by surveying stuff.
Construction complete.
There's, like, no reason not to that I can think of. Alright, so our star-based outpost is complete. So now we have full run of this system and we can build stuff here. Alright, so it looks like they went ahead and translated our language before they could we could translate theirs, but that's fine. We still get a little influence for it anyway. I heard it. So, they are hegemonic imperialists. They're fairly similar to us. They're just fanatic militarists instead of fanatic materialists, so let's just say our warriors salute you.
System survey complete.
It's kind of fortunate that they are also militaristic.
Incoming transmission.
I will happily agree to a non-aggression pact at the moment. They might break it whenever is convenient for them, but, you know, what can you do? So now that we actually know somebody else in the galaxy, we can go to the contacts page and take a look and see in broad strokes what the other denizens of the galaxy think about us. They are roughly equivalent to us in all respects because it's year 2. And I'm not on like a super high difficulty, so they probably don't have any bonuses. At least at the moment. They currently have a -9 opinion of us because we're just a new contact and they're sort of mistrustful. But they're also receptive to closer relations with us. And since we have the non-aggression pact going, they will slowly gain trust with us each year. And they like us because we're bright materialists. So maybe we'll be friends. Maybe border friction won't be a huge deal. That's my hope anyway. Oh, they fucking snaked that system! Okay, this means war.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we got enough unity for our first tradition. Traditions are kind of interesting. Basically, there are 7 different tradition trees that we can go down, and they all give bonuses. Once upon a time, I would basically always go down the discovery tree. Like, immediately. However, recent changes have led me to reconsider this approach. So now I think that there are a lot of different things that we could potentially do here that would be good. Prosperity tends to get us a lot of money. Domination is kind of useless for most empires, at least at the start, because it's really hard to conquer people in like the first couple years, so that's probably best left for later. Supremacy increases the power of our military, which is useful even if you are a purely peaceful empire, because there's lots of stuff out there that you can't negotiate with. Diplomacy is good if you want to build a federation or just be friends with everybody, but since we're militarists, that's maybe a little counterproductive. And expansion just lets you do stuff better. Lets you expand faster, I mean. Let's go down the expansion tree and see how that goes. The adoption effect is that any colonies that we develop will develop 50% faster, which is pretty nice. Eventually we are going to want to improve our fleet, but I found that you can usually hold off on that for a little while.
Construction complete.
Stuff that like really immediately requires your attention doesn't actually pop up for a couple years. Alright,
System survey
our pop
complete.
is pretty close to finishing here, so I'm going to start building a mining network. hopefully that lines up to about the same time of completion, though I think I might have done it a little
System
too early.
survey complete. Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
Okay, this is our first instance of finding aliens that are hostile. This is them. I know what these guys are. They're space amoebas, but we don't know yet in-game, so we're just gonna run away. All civilian vessels are sort of pre-programmed to just run away when they run into anybody that's hostile to them. And this system has a little marker next to it showing us that there are bad dudes there. Oh, I know that you can queue up orders. It's just at the beginning of the game, I don't like to do that, just so I can respond to things and try and choose the most efficient route depending on how things are going.
Evading hostile fleet.
Space amoebas are kind of annoying because they will roam around a little.
Evading hostile fleet.
Of course, then sometimes the evading hostile fleet AI is a little dumb, so I'm going to temporarily disable the automatic evasion and try and micro this thing to safety.
Construction complete.
Christ, okay, they're everywhere. This is sort of annoying.
Evading hostile fleet. Evading hostile fleet.
Well, that sucks. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose the science vessel because they're fucking dumb, so, just going to, emergency jettison my scientist so he doesn't die. I was a little too early on that. Oh well. Build another science ship, because that one is probably going to get blown up by the void cloud.
Science ship under attack. Research complete.
On the bright side, our research is now complete, and we can start researching other stuff, like laser beams.
Construction complete.
Alright, I guess I'll just send my science direction my science vessel in a direction that isn't full of amoebas.
Anomaly found.
God, I can't talk today. Anomalies have different levels depending on the kind of anomaly they are, and depending on the level of the scientist that's there, you might have a much higher failure chance depending on if they match that level or they don't. So sometimes it's worth it just leave anomalies alone until your scientist is more experienced. This is a nice little random event. Comet sighted on the home world. Depending on your ethics, it can either be a good thing, a bad thing, or just
Acknowledged.
Since we're fanatic materialists, we put no stock in such portents. Interesting. So this is our first map-dependent special project. We can have one of our science ships research it for a little bit of time and then get a reward afterwards, though currently our scientists are not high enough level to do so, so I'll have to come back to it. Okay, on the bright side, our population has grown
Anomaly found.
Research. And we are now producing 5 minerals from that spot. A new pop is growing in this position, and eventually we'll want to be able to build a farm there.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
As we continue to expand operations, you can see that our energy income is going down because we have more things to spend upkeep on. So it's sort of a balancing act between how much minerals you are producing, how much energy you are producing, and how much stuff you have that isn't producing anything, like military fleets and science stations. It helps to occasionally go into your contact screen and keep up with the Joneses. Make sure that nobody is passing you by too quickly. I've been putting it off a little bit because it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's probably time to start upgrading our fleet a teeny tiny bit. We can do this with the Fleet Manager screen, which is slightly less buggy than it used to be, but still is not perfect. We can go in here to look at each of our fleet groups and make adjustments to the ship class and ship numbering and reinforce or split up as necessary. So let's add another ship to our little task force and hit the reinforce button.
System survey complete.
Having a large fleet can be a liability to your economy, but when, like,
Construction
your entire
complete.
southern quadrant is covered in space bugs, then you kind of need it. They want a research agreement, and I am more than happy to agree to that, because it benefits both of us. I'm sorry, by the way, my nose is really stuffy today because of allergies, so I probably sound weird. Weirder than usual.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
We're running a little bit low on energy, so we should probably go ahead and build some more mining stations around energy-producing planets and systems.
System survey complete.
My current plan of expansion is that I kind of want to go around... At least no one got hurt. When your scientists level up, they sometimes gain new traits, such as the expertise military theory trait. So, as I was saying, I'm thinking about sort of expanding
Research
along
complete.
this path, because I want to get over here, because I know that there's going to be a strategic resource there at some point. You can tell because of this 1-1 configuration of science. Pro tips from me to you. Alright, so we've completed our society research. And we can move on now. Let's go ahead and research genome mapping because it's fairly simple to do, and increased population growth speed is always useful. Researching our previous technology gives us +2 unity per month, which is very, very significant in the beginning of the game.
Anomaly found.
I'm gonna go ahead and build another science ship because I like to explore.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
We have another tradition, so now we can either choose to adopt another tree or continue going down expansion. Generally speaking, I prefer finishing one tree at a time because it's more efficient. The amount of unity that is required for the next perk is increased by how many trees you have gone down, so focusing on one at a time is ultimately the most efficient way. Colonization fever means that capital buildings now produce 1 additional unity, which is +1 right now to our overall count. We can also choose to reduce starbase influence cost by 10%, which is also very good. We should probably do that for now. Well, actually, no. I think I'll do this one and then go right down to a new life, which gives us 1 additional population when we colonize a planet, which is a huge help. And with the extra influence, we will get our next perk quicker. Math. These creatures should be studied.
Construction complete.
When you're picking a leader, you will want to make your decision based on a number of criteria. 1, age. Generally, the younger the better, because leaders will eventually die. And also, whatever their traits are. So, this scientist has the carefree trait, which makes them research anomalies much faster. Since this is going to be a primarily exploration-related scientist, I think we'll go ahead and recruit this guy because he's young and because he does anomalies quickly. God, there's not enough antihistamine in the world for me right now. You can at any time check your research progress by going into the Technology tab.
System survey complete.
Oh, it's the Kenor system.
Construction complete.
Our governor has gained a level, which means that he is just better at stuff. And he also has the architectural sense trait right now, which decreases building cost by 10%, which is great. Some special projects can actually be researched by construction ships. Like if they have to do with repairing something or clearing space.
Anomaly found.
Currently, I'm saving up for a colony ship, because we have a perfectly lovely candidate for doing so right here. Alright, we have enough now. Colony ships are quite expensive. Not just in terms of minerals, but also in other ways.
Anomaly found. Research complete.
Alright, we have finished our research on coil guns, which, well, one thing at a time, I guess.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Alright, we also have blue lasers now. That seems like a good point to go into the ship designer. From here, we have a detailed look at all of the components and stuff we can put on our ships. Since we have upgraded weapons, we can go ahead and put our coil guns and blue lasers on. Cannot manually design ships while auto design is turned on. This is new. Okay. Interesting. I'm rather fond of designing my own shit. I don't know. Oh, okay. It was just auto. Okay, that's new. I've never had that problem before. Hello. It goes fine. I'm dying of allergies, but that's just par of the course for May. Now that we do have new shit, we can actually tell our ships
System
to upgrade.
survey complete. Ships upgraded.
Now they have better guns.
Special project complete.
So by completing that special project, we got some free ships, which are much more powerful than anything we could build at the moment. So we now currently have a fairly overwhelming military advantage against our neighbors, but I'm not interested in really taking advantage of that at the moment. Shit is expensive.
Anomaly found.
I haven't really gone over space stations yet. So, star bases are installations in space above in one of your systems that can have a variety of useful things attached to them. They have, they naturally have a fairly high military power at the start of the game. $522 is more than enough to repel almost any attack until like year 20, so they're good to have around, but they're also expensive. you can also put different modules on them so they can do different things. Like you need a shipyard to build new ships, so you're going to always need at least one of those. But I'm building a trading hub at the moment because we need some energy.
Special project complete.
We're going to merge these two fleets together, just so they're easier to handle. One of our anomalies didn't produce anything, which is unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Alright, so our colony ship is done, which means that we are now in energy debt because it takes a bit of just passive energy to maintain a big ship full of colonists. So, it's best not to delay and immediately send one of those out and have them colonize an available planet.
Evading hostile
Oh my
fleet.
god! So annoying.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete.
So like I said earlier, a lot of this game is just sort of waiting for bars to fill up, but it's much more engaging than that. At least from my point of view. Maybe this is fucking boring as hell to watch. I don't know. It's an experiment. I might end up
Construction
doing just
complete.
all Darkest Dungeon all the time. That seems a little bit boring, but maybe it's less so than this.
Colonization in progress.
Okay, so our first colony is now in progress. We get a little bit of free engineering research from it. We're still in the red for energy because it won't actually start being able to support itself until it's done.
System survey complete. Evading hostile fleet.
What now? So annoying. I just want to explore. The general reach of your territory in the beginning of the game is pretty much entirely decided by where enemy spacefaring aliens decide to spawn.
Science ship under attack.
Alright, our science ship just barely avoided getting blown up there.
Construction complete. System survey
Did an
complete.
emergency retreat, which means that is currently missing in action and will return in a couple of months.
Construction complete.
Alright, fortunately for us, I managed to get the new life before our first colony was actually in operational conditions, so I should be able to start with 2 pops instead of 1.
Construction complete.
That's definitely unfortunate, but we soldier on.
Construction complete.
That's just one of the risks you take by researching anomalies. Sometimes everything blows up. Alright, the
System
science ship
survey
that got
complete.
dinged up by space amoebas is currently undergoing repairs.
Construction complete.
Oh dear. It's always extremely annoying to lose a scientist like that. It's a fairly low chance, but it happens anyway sometimes because that's how probability works. We can look at the progress of our colony with this little bar here. We're about halfway done. Especially at the beginning of the game without a lot of technologies and perks that speed it up. Colonizing can take a while, so it's good to plan ahead in advance.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Now, there are a couple of schools of thought about how to manage your economy in this game. And in the beginning, it's usually good to just be low on stuff, because that means you're spending it, and spending money is good.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
It's the StarCraft argument that you don't want to have a trust fund because money in the bank is not actually doing anything for you in winning the game. But since Stellaris is
System survey complete.
a massively bigger game than any game of StarCraft, there comes a point that it's just impossible to spend all of your money all at once without going on huge binge sprees. It also becomes necessary to queue stuff up later in the game just because there's so much you have to manage. It's technically inefficient, but what's more inefficient?
Construction
Forgetting to do
complete.
something or having it queued up?
Research complete.
Alright, we now have the automated survey protocols unlocked, which is good, because that means surveying is now much faster. It also lets us do it, turn on an automatic survey option that I kind of hate because it's weird and random, but we can do it if we want to.
Anomaly found. Research complete.
Alright, genome mapping is done, which is good. Of these, I think I like Off-World Trading Company the most. Oh god, that takes so long. We have no society research. It's so sad. Hopefully we can find some anomalies or something that will get us a little bit extra.
Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet. System survey complete.
Colony is almost done. This has the double benefit of having more things producing stuff, and also... Oh, good. Okay, so this is the first faction. Factions are things that happen in most organic governments, wherein certain parts of the population will band together to push forth an agenda. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove useful. Oh, this is annoying. Sometimes leaders will gain negative traits, like stubborn. Stubborn just slows down the amount of EXP they get. It's annoying, but it's not crippling. Certain traits, like arrested development, just mean that you can't grow anymore at all, which is basically a death sentence. only there was a sanitarium I could send my leaders to.
Construction complete. Colony established.
Okay, our colony has been established. Our energy production is now much healthier. And we have 2 worlds with which we can manage. Our pops are big babies, so they're unhappy, but they'll deal with it. Once I figure out how to build robots, then they'll know.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Unhappy pops generate unrest and are less productive, but unless they're like super unhappy, it's not a huge deal. We found some more aliens. These are space whales. Unlike space amoebas, which are assholes, the space whales are completely passive and just sort of chill. Once I have improved my production of society research, like at all, I will probably go into some of those special projects to figure out what the hell these things are, but for now it's more important to actually research things. Alright, so this is the birth of space piracy. This is an event that all empires will experience, and it's annoying because space pirates are fucking annoying. And this is why we have a navy, basically.
System survey complete. Hostile fleet detected.
Fortunately, our ships are...
Anomaly found.
Our ship's extremely outmatched
Construction
theirs
complete.
because we found those freebies.
System
And we also have
survey
upgraded
complete.
weapons. So this is a space battle. Space battles are mostly determined by the numbers that you see. Big number, better number.
System survey complete.
Now that people are growing on our homeworld at a fairly good clip, we need to start clearing some of these tile blockers. To do so requires a bit of energy, but once we do clear them, we can have a pop go there and work the resource that the tile blocker is obstructing.
Construction complete.
pirates will periodically spawn in this system until we get rid of their shitty little station. So we're going to do
Hostile
that.
station engaged. Construction complete. Tile blocker cleared.
Every time we raid a station, we get some minerals and energy from the strong room module, which is always appreciated. Except late in the game, when that's like a pittance. Our fleet has taken a bit of damage to their armor, so we'll send them back to base to repair. Fleets have basically 3 health stats. Hull integrity. If it reaches 0, the ship blows up. Armor, which is basically a secondary stat that absorbs damage and prevents it from hitting the hull. And shields, which does the same thing, except less well. On the flip side, shields will naturally recharge over time, while armor needs to be repaired or have special things installed to repair itself.
System survey complete.
I guess I'll just have them explore
System
automatically
survey
for now.
complete.
I researched the damn thing, I might as well use it. Oh, cool. Okay, so we have found our first primitive civilization. If we
Research complete.
so choose to put a starbase in the system and put it in our territory, we can build an observation post, which generates quite a bit of society research per month. It's a bit far out of the way for now, but we'll probably get there eventually, and it will be a useful source of actually having any society research whatsoever.
Anomaly found.
Courier network is a super useful perk later on because it reduces the cost of increased tradition costs for the number of planets that you have, which can sort of get out of hand if you expand a lot. But since we only have 2 worlds at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and get Reach for the Stars, which will make expanding to new systems cheaper.
Construction complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Failures happen. As long as it's not a critical failure, I don't mind too much. When I was first playing this game, though, I was fucking terrified of failures, and I would save after, like, each anomaly. Or before each anomaly, so I could try it again if it didn't go well. Eventually I became brave enough to play on Iron Man.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
So it seems that the Sin Sons have superior fleet power
System
to ours,
survey
but they're
complete.
cordial, so I don't anticipate any problems from that. Still, it would probably behoove us to continue to beef up our fleet when appropriate.
System survey complete.
This is why I don't really like the random automatic exploration, because why would I go all the way up there when I could go to literally any of these systems down here? See, I can do it too. Oh, interesting. So we have found a strategic resource called living metal, which will be useful much later on, potentially, once we research it, which will take forever because it's a late game
Construction
technology
complete.
and we're like 13 years in. So here's our Council of United Scientists, our only faction at the moment, and they are 50% happy.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
They're happy because we are bleeding edge, but they're unhappy because we don't have any traditions of discovery. All in good time. Oh wow, okay. That anomaly just gave us a shit ton of energy credits. There's not much we can really do with those right at the moment. Well, actually, no, there is. Let's
System
recruit
survey
an admiral.
complete. Anomaly found.
Now our fleet is stronger.
Tile blocker cleared. System survey complete.
I would like to eventually make the Council of United Sciences happy because happy factions give you influence, and influence is necessary to expand. And expansion is a good time.
System survey complete.
We also recently researched an upgrade to our power plant building, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. Get some more energy.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Researching power plants is important overall to the strength of your navy because more power on your ships means better stuff on your ships. You can't go over your power capacity, or you'll not be able to build it because it won't run.
Anomaly found.
Higher
System
end
survey
components require more power, so oh good, slaving despots. Let's just be polite. Our warriors salute you, Sidmati. Oh, crystalline asteroids. Sometimes the go-to function leaves something to be desired. The Chi-Bon system. I'll find it later.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, they have closed borders with us, don't care. Ah, here we are. All the way down here.
Complete.
So, I will go over the significance of crystalline asteroids in a minute. Oh, and we've also found a fallen empire. The ancient caretakers. They're chilling out over here. Ancient caretakers are sort of weird. They're a little unpredictable, but they're usually harmless.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I suppose I should explain Fallen Empires. So, Fallen Empires are Empires that start the game with basically everything researched, tremendous fleet power, unique military units that are extremely strong, but they can't expand, they can't build new shit, and they mostly just keep to themselves. So as long as you don't antagonize them, they're mostly a non-factor.
Research complete.
So as you can see, we now have the living metal research option because we found that planet with it. However, should we choose to research it, it will take 1,269 months to do so. So let's not and say we did.
System survey complete.
So here is the significance of crystalline asteroids. They have a metric fuck
System
ton of
survey
minerals
complete.
in them. Were we to potentially start mining operations in this system, we would be fucking rich. But as the little pop-up warned us earlier, something is not right here. And there is no such thing as a free space lunch. We also got a potential special project up in the Gidzerak system, but it's a timed project that requires a construction ship, and I'm pretty sure that I would not be able to make it in time, given where it is and where my construction ships are. So I decided just to scrap it for materials to get some minerals. With that recent influx, I think I'll build another colony ship. I'm trying not to harp on it, but my nose is really miserable today. I'll build 2 new Corvettes as well, just so we keep current.
System survey complete.
So the Chibon system has a whopping 36 minerals in it. Claiming that and building mining stations there would be tremendously good. However, there's a catch. Should we do so, we might find that we have bitten off more than we can chew. For now,
Construction complete.
I'm just going to make it my goal to gradually expand down there and claim it. We can figure out what to do with it later.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete. Anomaly found. System survey complete.
Alright, well, that sucks. Getting 2 critical failures like this so early in a single game is, I'm gonna chalk that up to pretty unlucky.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, so when we get our next tradition in 60 months, or sooner, depending on if I build any more Unity increasing things, we will be able to complete the expansion tree.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Colonization in progress. System survey complete.
When you don't really have much to do with your energy, just clearing
System
a few
survey
tiles for
complete.
later is never a bad idea. My scientists have not had a very good turnover, have they? extremely dangerous occupation in this galaxy.
Construction complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Oh my god. The system has so many minerals, but it costs so much energy because they're all like teeny tiny asteroids. That's so annoying.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Research complete.
Next on the agenda is improved deflectors. Good shields are the key to warfare. There's a fairly complex sort of rock, paper, scissors things going on between hull, armor, shields,
Construction
and
complete.
lasers, projectiles, and missiles. Basically, lasers are good against armor.
Anomaly found.
Well, projectiles are good against busting through shields, and the vice versa is also true. So tailoring your fleet's composition to the enemy that you're facing can greatly improve your combat efficiency, but also it can be difficult to tell what exactly it is you're up against. Generally speaking, it's better just to have the bigger number.
Construction complete.
We've already had one of these.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Early on, upgrading your fleet is kind of a chore. Just because it takes so much out of your actual, like, build useful things budget. But it's worth it in the long run, because it's good not to die to everything.
Construction complete.
Opinion me.
Anomaly found. Construction complete. System survey complete.
An interesting, albeit primitive design.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
When my fleet is stronger, I'm probably going to take them and sweep this area for hostiles.
System survey complete.
Just so I can finally survey these systems and see if there's anything good
Construction
in them.
complete.
Oh, it's my old buddies at Zuricorp.
Construction complete.
So, Zuricorp is a space station-based civilization that is not randomized and always has the... It's not like a player faction. Instead, you can interact with them in set ways to purchase services or trades or information from them. Generally speaking, finding these guys is good and fun because they offer useful things. Zuricorp lets you exchange excess minerals for energy or excess energy for minerals, and once your relationship with them goes up enough, you can buy a special strategic resource from them.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Colony established.
Knights of the Void. Their members have been pushing hard for us to assert our military dominance over the rest of the galaxy.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Well,
System survey complete.
oh, since we're an oligarchy, we have elections for leaders every 20 years. And if we so wish to, we can spend influence to ensure which one gets elected, but we don't have enough, so it's up to the whims of the people. An annoying thing about democratic governments, in this game anyway, is that sometimes the person that gets elected to a leadership role will be somebody who's doing something useful for you, like researching a technology or leading a fleet. And for better or for worse, they can't do both of these things at once. You might see that for the time being... Oh no. Oh no! My scientists keep dying! So, we found our first Leviathan, the enigmatic fortress, and it blew up our science ship because it's a fucking dickhead. Just shaking my head right now in general consternation.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
So, Leviathans are basically like raid bosses, almost. They're huge spacefaring aliens.
Research complete.
Or alien constructions. Oh hey, space orcs. That
Construction
chill
complete.
out in a system, and they're super fucking strong, and they will instantly annihilate you until you have a very powerful fleet, but if you beat them, you get very powerful rewards. On the bright side, we now have the
System
ability to
survey
build
complete.
robotic workers, which will not only increase our ability to populate and work resources, it also means that our fucking whiny-ass citizens will stop being decadent and be happy because they can own a robot. We also found the artisan troop,
Construction complete.
Who can help us with unity and influence if we so need so. If we need help with that for a energy cost. Our energy is still a little bit tenuous at the moment, so we can't really comfortably afford their services just yet. You might notice that I've left this spot intentionally
System survey
blank.
complete.
That's because if I build a mine or a farm here, it will suppress one of these resources, and at my current general level of technology, it's better just to leave it unupgraded so I can harvest both.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
The Riggin Commerce Exchange is like Zuricorp, except slightly different.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Alright, we have more pirates to deal with. This is why I have a standing fleet.
Hostile fleet detected.
Pirates are still pretty damn weak at this point in the game, so
Spaceport under
I
attack.
actually have trouble dealing with my shitty little outposts just because there's so few of them.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Just in general, I would not recommend expanding in the way that I am doing, where I've got like little peninsulas of territory.
Construction complete.
Just because that makes Governor on Oxymon Prime has been found dead. The perpetrator was caught trying to make an escape, an assassin sent by the Holy Citymatis Covenant. This disrespectful act of aggression can only be the beginning. So we can either keep the assassin as an information source, or we can execute the assassin to display our superiority. The influence is much more valuable than the buff right now, so we shall keep him as an information source. And hire a new governor.
Anomaly found. Research complete.
On the right side, we now have a maxed out tradition tree. So we have the ability now to govern more core worlds, which I'll get into when we hit the cap, And we also get an Ascension perk. An Ascension perk is just an Empire-wide bonus that you can choose from this list that's very powerful. I pretty much always take Technological Ascendancy first because plus 10% research speed is dope as hell. Research takes forever in this game.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Ah! We found the Curator Order. The Curator Order is the most unique of the non-player character factions, and arguably the most useful.
Research complete. System survey complete.
Rather than deal in commerce, you can purchase services from the curators to increase your research and learn about the mysteries of the universe.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
So we can ask about the Enigmatic Fortress. It is the kind of absurd, massive, and self-perpetuating construction that you don't see built anymore. Maybe that is for the best. We can spend energy, if we so desire, to learn more about it, like can it be entered, who built it, how is it powered, and for free we can ask how would our current fleet fare against it in battle. And as will be the answer for quite some time yet, poorly, very poorly.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
We can also talk to the artisan troupe to become their patrons, which is sort of unreliable, but generally speaking, pretty good. It costs 1,000 energy per 10 years, but I'm not doing anything with all this junk.
Anomaly found.
This is a 40% failure risk. I'm going to leave it be for now. I've been burned enough on, like, anomalies that have had, like, a 10%
Construction
chance
complete.
of failure. I'm learning from my mistakes.
Construction complete.
Alright, our first robot has been constructed.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Robots are inorganic populations that can also work tiles. At their very basic function, they are bad at everything except mining minerals. So keep that in mind until you upgrade them later with better technology.
Special project complete. Anomaly found. Anomaly found. Construction complete. Construct.
Should have done this a bit earlier, actually. But it slipped my mind because I'm doing a bunch of stuff. Whenever you upgrade or find a new upgrade to an existing ship component, you need to go in and, well, you don't need to. I think there's options to, like, let you do it automatically. But that can lead to some problems, so I generally like to, do it myself.
Ships upgraded.
The Fleet Manager screen lets you retrofit ships pretty easily.
Anomaly found. Research complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
There tends to be a lot to keep track of in this game, such as its nature.
Construction complete. System survey complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Interesting. I've never seen this before. Ah.
Construction complete.
So that's another Leviathan. That's the Stellarite Devourer. We are but motes of dust, but at least we saved the scientist.
Tile blocker cleared.
How many fucking science vessels have I built? Overall, it's good that all of these Leviathans are near
Special
our
project
territory.
complete.
Because later on, we can kill them and get their special rewards.
Construction complete.
But for now, it's mostly just restricting our movement. That's sort of a pain.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
This sort of cluster of enclaves here is actually also good for us because we can put them in our territory and then they will automatically like us more. Because that's how it works.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I would say that we are off to a fairly good start, but there's definitely room for improvement in the science department. We have lots of physics research, but not a lot else for anything else. Hopefully I can
Construction
take
complete.
advantage of the various lab upgrades that I've researched to fix that.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Special project complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Research complete.
I value gravitic sensors a lot because they let you see more than one system away from where a friendly ship is, which can really cut down on random science vessels getting owned by aliens.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Alright, so, it took us a little bit, but we're now in the Mineral Heaven system. But it would be foolish to build anything here right now, because once we do, something bad will happen. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it be. And instead, fill in some of these unmined spots on the way down.
Anomaly found. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh, right, they don't like us, so they'll insult us. They'll get theirs eventually.
Construction complete.
Oh, and we completed the Habitable World survey from a while ago, so we just got a nice little windfall of society research and energy credits.
Anomaly found.
Yes, I would like to donate for the extra influence. This is why I like the Artisan Troop. Influence is far and away the least reliable source of, the least reliable currency early on in the game. And that's kind of when you want to be expanding a lot, so... I'm more than happy to pay a little bit of energy for extra influence in Unity.
Construction complete.
Honestly, I'm a little boxed in at this point because of all the hostiles. So I'm slowly but steadying upgrading the fleet. Slowly but steadily.
Construction complete.
Does anybody else find it really hard to talk when their nose is stuffy?
Construction complete.
Or is that just me?
System survey complete. Construction complete. Special project complete.
The ship in orbit around Unorn 4 was not abandoned. The crew was alive and not well, influenced by some sort of brain parasite. With the help of our scientists, they could easily be cured. Help them, let them perish. That's all.
An alien empire has established communications.
Oh, they seem nice. Doing that gives us a initial bonus to their opinion.
Construction complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete. System survey complete.
genetically engineer that decadent trait right out of these people as soon as I get a chance. Fucking randomizer.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
At very least, we now have a respectable amount of society research, so I can actually go ahead and research some of those aliens that we found without hugely cutting into our research time. Honestly, I left it pretty late, but it's whatever.
System survey complete. Special project complete. Construction complete. Construction
Alright,
complete.
since we have a faction clamoring for it, I might as well go ahead and adopt the discovery tree.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
This increases our influence and general happiness quite a bit, since they are 76% of the population.
Special project complete. Construction complete.
We don't have a construction ship anywhere near there, unfortunately, so scrap it for materials. Researching the space amoebas gave us a permanent +5 bonus to generated energy credits, so that's pretty good.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Void clouds don't really give anything good for researching them just yet, so let's try the others.
System survey complete.
Since our income is
Special
fairly
project
healthy
complete.
at the moment, think I'm going to prioritize getting some more research points just to speed that up a little. I feel behind. I don't know how to efficiently path, Sumi.
Evading hostile fleet. Construction complete.
Pirates, I guess, from some other empire.
Anomaly found. System survey complete. Situation log updated.
Build more robots. Try to satisfy decadent population.
Anomaly found. Construction complete. Construction complete.
We now have the Cloudbuster modifier against Void Clouds, which makes them quite a bit easier to defeat. They're pretty strong early in the game when your fleet is mostly just corvettes. Speaking of... want to make sure our hardware is up to date.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. Ships upgraded.
Alright, this is a reasonably powerful fleet for this stage
System
in the game.
survey
1,000
complete.
battle power.
Research complete.
Let's...
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed by all of this and also having to talk about it.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, but at least we have gravitic sensors now. This gives us quite a bit more intelligence on where we're going.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Should definitely expand again soon. There's a pretty good planet down here.
Anomaly found. Special project complete.
Marvelous.
Construction complete.
Alright, we have a fairly
Hostile
overwhelming
fleet
numerical
engaged.
advantage, as well as a fairly overwhelming advantage in just overall power, so this should go in our favor.
Anomaly found.
Here's an event chain I very rarely finish. We want to gather alien specimens for the zoo on our capital city. This calls for another science vessel. Oh no, one of our scientists has a substance abuser now. Minus 25 lifespan. Minus 20. Sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
This could be a little dicey, but we are stronger and we do have the anti-void cloud buff.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Yeah, we lost like
System
half of our
survey
ships, but
complete.
whatever. So we found an abandoned gateway. These are megastructures that you can find dotted throughout the galaxy that act as sort of fast travel points. They're pretty cool, but we can't do anything with them for quite a while yet.
System survey complete.
Oh, okay, we run into another spacefaring alien faction that hates us, the ancient mining drones. Establish a listening post.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete. Special project complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Alright, so this is a fairly common quest chain called the Ransomers. Some civilians get captured by pirates and we need to go rescue them. You can choose not to, or you can choose to, but I've never chosen we will not rescue you because that seems unnecessarily cruel.
Construction complete.
Well, they're quite a ways away, though.
Debris analyzed. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Guess we should get going. How did they even get all the way out there? There's nobody there.
Research complete.
You might have noticed that I've sent my science vessel to research some debris. Debris occurs after a space battle in which ships are destroyed. They don't happen if, like, they all retreat and don't leave any debris.
Construction complete.
Doing this for spacefaring alien creatures allows you to research unique technologies. So you should try and do
Anomaly
that
found.
when possible. Debris will eventually dissipate, so
Debris analyzed.
you can't just leave it there forever.
Research complete. System survey complete.
It's a deal.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Actually, that reminds me, I think I have enough energy to afford both. You can purchase the services of the curators to increase the speed of your research. It is a service I pretty much always use.
System survey complete.
Because, as I have mentioned, research in this game takes
Construction
forever. Especially if you're like in this game, you get off to a slow start.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Yeah, Galactic Cliff Notes is a good way to put it. If you get super buddy-buddy with the curators, which I intend to do, you can actually hire one of their scientists. And curator scientists are like super effective at what they do. They have a unique trait to them.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
This is another feature, just like a galactic thing that spawns in World Gen, a natural wormhole. Once we have the
Construction
technology...
complete.
we can learn how to stabilize it, and that acts as a sort of warp point to another wormhole
Construction
somewhere
complete.
else.
Anomaly found. An alien empire has established communications.
Hey there!
Construction complete.
I tend to have a fairly passive playstyle in Stellaris because I have found that war is a huge pain in the ass. It is almost universally hella not worth.
Construction complete.
I know I'm suppressing 4 food by landing here, but also I don't need that and adjacency bonuses. I'll make up for it. That bears mentioning. The capital building for each colony that you start will, once it's upgraded, increase the efficiency of the 4 tiles that are directly around it. So, finding a good place to put your capitals is something you should think about, though it's not the hugest deal in the world. Sometimes you just don't get a good spot. Adjacency bonuses don't apply to science or Unity, so sometimes
System survey complete.
it just doesn't quite
Research
work out.
complete.
Oh, we can make destroyers now. Hell yeah.
Construction complete.
Destroyers are bigger than corvettes, but are still fairly on the small side. They can equip large and medium weapons. While as corvettes can only equip small, so they pack quite a bit more of a punch. They're more durable too, and they have more slots. Destroyers are pretty much the backbone of any fleet.
Construction complete.
I do like to build a lot of corvettes because they tend to be quite effective against big things that have poor tracking. But in just flat-out knockdown
System
space
survey
battles,
complete.
destroyers are good to have around.
Construction complete.
Well, that's annoying. Those pirates might just have to be pirates for a while. I don't have any ships nearby.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Oh, I really would like the Ministry of Culture, but I don't have enough energy, so nah.
Special project complete. Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Sucks, but I just kind of have to let these pirates do their thing for a while. Even if I immediately recalled the fleet,
Construction complete.
well, they wouldn't get here in time.
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
This is a special event where we can analyze the prints. A database found floating in space houses nothing but a lengthy piece of text written in strange yet familiar alien language. Oh, we have open borders with the Holy Cinematus Covenant for whatever reason. We will probably have to rebuild whatever
Construction
stations are in the
complete.
Ditchram system.
Special project complete.
I think there's a special project or two inside their borders that I want to access, so I'm just going to go ahead and return it to them. Stay in their good graces for a little while. We also get some free energy credits, which I need. Just in case they offer me the Ministry of Culture again.
System survey complete.
This is awkward. I need to get past this choke point system, but the mining drones there are arguably more powerful than my fleet, so I guess I just need to wait for reinforcements. But I also need to deal with these damn pirates.
Construction complete. Research station lost. Colonization in progress. System survey complete. Mining station lost. System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Special project complete.
Stringing this is surprisingly difficult. It takes a lot of my processing power just to keep track of everything.
Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission.
We have, okay, this is interesting, a ravenous hive of dwarves in space. Oh no, ruthless capitalists! That's even worse than the ravenous swarm. Alright, well, agreeing to that exchange of communications basically just revealed half the entire galaxy.
System survey complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Yeah, organic species can be anything, so while you might expect hive minds to be like molluscoid or arthropoid, they can be anything, including space dwarves. Devouring swarms are actually categorically the worst neighbors.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Fanatic purifiers can actually change their politics over time if there is a big enough upset in their government. Determined exterminators will not rest until all organic life is gone, but they're actually perfectly fine with having Machine Empire friends. But the ravening swarms, they just, everybody that is not them gets eaten. Literally everybody.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Research complete.
Alright, looks like we've got some interesting options here. I tend to prioritize researching strategic resources early just so I can have that information and know if certain systems are worth gunning for really quickly or not.
Special project complete.
No, it seems like we're behind somebody in tech. Ah, the non-devouring swarm hive mind is better than us in technology.
System survey complete.
Well, we'll fix that in time.
System survey complete. System survey complete. Colony established.
Oh, I took too long. I took too long to rescue the hostages, so the Holy Empire did it for me. That's the first time that's happened, but I was getting blocked off in this choke point by the drones, so...
Construction complete. System survey complete.
I feel just kind of generally behind this game for whatever reason. Seems like we're winning against the pirates, which is good. They had technically higher power than we did.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh geez, there was no way we were getting those captives in time. The fucking mining drone headquarters is right in the way.
Construction complete.
Seems like we could
Construction
spend some time
complete.
beefing up our military, or potentially beefing up our research, but
Construction complete.
alright, well, at least the pirates are gone.
Research complete.
Maybe it was a mistake to go for expansion
System
first.
survey complete.
Maybe even with the changes, discovery is still the one true way. We hope the situation improves.
Incoming transmission.
Hell yeah, research agreement.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
So something to keep in mind about expanding is that
Construction complete.
the influence cost of expanding is directly proportional to how close a system is to your borders. It will be the lowest cost if it is within one jump of your borders, and it will become increasingly higher as the farther away you get.
Construction
Therefore,
complete.
while technically possible to just colonize whatever the fuck system you want, regardless of how far away it is, you need a lot of influence to do that, and it's difficult to maintain.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Occasionally in organic empires, your populations, your pops will emigrate and immigrate of their own volition to different planets,
Construction complete.
which can be annoying.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Let's go ahead and build an observation post so we can finally have respectable society research. This gene clinic will
Construction
increase
complete.
the population growth of this entire planet, so it's good. To build those on
Research
recently colonized
complete.
planets and have them worked immediately, just
Construction complete.
so that it populates quicker and you can work more resources.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
Oh, well, that's good. I appreciate a good scientific leap.
Research complete. Construction complete.
Gonna go ahead and enable active observation because we need all the help we can get.
Special project complete.
Basically nothing for this science vessel to do, but that will change soon enough.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Research complete.
Oh, the castle icons in some of those systems. That means there is an enclave there. Of the artisan troop, curators, mercantile enclave, stuff like that. Enclaves tend to have fairly high military power early in the game,
Construction
but later on
complete.
might require protection if somebody decides they want them gone.
Incoming transmission. Construction complete. Special project complete. Construction complete.
Trying to find where the last couple alien specimen procurement quests are, but I'm coming up blank. Oh geez, that's quite the odyssey. Well, nothing better to do.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Wish I had the assist research perk. That used to be a technology, but now it's a tradition thing, and I'm all discombobulated by it. That's an awful lot of superiors, but hopefully it doesn't become a problem.
Construction complete.
Aw, one of my scientists died. It'll happen.
Construction complete.
I'm not sure what we're doing here, honestly. I'm slightly
Research complete.
getting overwhelmed by the complexities of this game and also talking about it at the same time. Currently, we're fighting some space amoebas.
Vorrei rentre tale.
Research complete.
Yeah, the devouring swarm insulted me, but I don't really care. Yeah, I know. Devouring swarm dwarves. Very weird.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Seems like everybody is getting old and dying at the same time, which is always fun.
Special project complete.
For those just joining us, I feel like it should be said that my current empire is completely randomized, so there's some questionable design going into it. Like the non-authoritarian civilization that has populations with the decadent trait, so they need slaves to not be miserable. I can only build so many robots.
Construction complete.
I mean,
Construction
I
complete.
think in other situations, I would either make my own empire or reroll if I got decadent without like some sort of authoritarian to go with it. But, you know, since this is the very first stream, I thought I should at least try to roll with it.
Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
Looks like the Holy Empire is having some pirate troubles.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, we are hitting the 4-hour mark, so I'm probably going to stop in pretty soon. My head is still kind of spinning from trying to juggle all of this and talking about
System
it.
survey complete.
So this was an experiment. If you would like to see more of this on Thursdays, let me know. If you wouldn't, also let me know. All thoughts and critiques are appreciated. My hope is that by next week, the Distant Stars pack will be released, which includes new Leviathans, which I'm super hyped for, because those are probably my favorite part of the game. And it sort of sucks that I couldn't really show any of them off in their fights, since we're still pretty early on. And if not, I guess we'll continue in this doomed timeline. I mean, it's not really doomed. I'm just used to being much farther ahead than this.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed. Construction complete.
Well, alright, so yeah, get in touch with me if you have strong opinions either way, or if there's something in particular in this game you would like to see.
Construction complete.
Tomorrow we will probably start back up again with Subnautica, and try and make some headway in that. I might actually start a little earlier tomorrow, just so I have more time to play that. I'm not sure yet. I will let everybody know if I do. And after that, we get a break for the weekend. And then we're back to Darkest Dungeon on Monday. If you've been enjoying the stream, please hit one of the very, very many follow buttons that I have. If it's not too much trouble, I would really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I hope you have a very pleasant rest of the evening.